Hi guys, so today it's the day after my dental appointment. I'll get to that in a second. I just want to give you like a quick, update in life. Um, when I was uploading the dental story that I had, like the general diagnosis and then my personal feelings, I messed up a little bit and accidentally posted the part 2 before part 1, so I had to go back and like re-upload and that stuff, and then I had to change the URLs, so that's why it's a little bit messed up. I wanted to post that thing like the day after I filmed it, which was on Saturday. I was trying to get posted by Sunday. It didn't work out. I got it up on Monday, then I messed up, and so I finally finalized it like last night. And yesterday, being Tuesday, was my dentist appointment. And so, yeah, I'm just going to talk about how the dentist appointment went. So let's go. Two quick things before we get started. One, I want to tell you a small detail that I didn't get to in my 9-month, update video. Sorry, I kind of forgot about it and until afterwards when I was editing the footage. And two, my cat, he's currently looking outside the window, not in here, but in the lounge/living room. He might come in here at any time. He often comes running and meowing when he hears my voice, so don't be alarmed when that happens. The detail that I wanted to get into is that when they were trying to put the TAD in, when they wanted to put the TAD in back in July, which is about a month ago, they went ahead and they did like some x-rays to see like if there's any space, and they figured out, no, there's not. But they were definitely determined that I was going to have to get a TAD eventually, if not like the month later, like if not the next appointment. So while preparing to put a TAD in, they put a metal ring around one of my teeth, because they snapped off the bracket and they put this thing on. It was bonded within like minutes. They didn't need to, I think because there was so much space around it, they didn't need to prepare the space with like rubber bands. I had bands when I had my palate expander because there was like 2 metal rings that went at the back of your mouth, and they have to make space for it, but they didn't need to this time, which was like relief. They went ahead and put that in. That's going to be, I think that's going to be the tooth that's going to be it's going to be the tooth that the TAD is anchoring. I just didn't mention that. Spoiler alert, I actually didn't get the TAD in yesterday, but keep watching this video because I'm not out of the woods yet and it's relevant to the story. For this dental appointment video update, I'm just going to let myself ramble. I will edit out a lot of it probably. But just know that going into this, that it's going to be a long video and it's going to be a lot of personal things that may not exactly, apply to you when you go to your dentist appointment. Also realize that I'm going to a dental school. So there's going to be some things that you probably can't relate to, because of that, because I'm going to a dentist that's actually learning to be a dentist, or an orthodontist rather. With that in mind, let's get started on this update story. When I went in for my appointment, my orthodontist in training and I were pretty dang sure that I was going to get a TAD installed that day. But just to make sure, they took me to get an X-ray, and then they took me back to my chair. They brought up the X-ray for their supervisor to look at. The supervisor came over. They looked at the X-ray and they said, okay, so there's not enough space now even to put the TAD in, but on the plus side, we may not have to put the TAD in because the space that we're trying to close using the TAD looks pretty small. They said that they might be able to close the space using elastics, but they still might have to install the TAD, so I'm definitely not out of the woods yet. They advised that if we're going to use elastics to close the space, that we were going to use the bottom jaw, like the bottom brackets, as an anchor. In order to do so, they had to be, anchored themselves. I'm not explaining this correctly, But basically what they did is they took a small wire, smaller than the main wire that goes across the brackets, and they tied all my teeth together. I'll show you in a cutaway probably now. Then I think they put a wire also on my top teeth. I'll show you in a cutaway now. Now I have two types of elastics in my mouth, the Impala and the Kangaroo. This is like where they're trying to close the space. I'll try to show you in a close-up video. I'll try to put it here. So basically the ring that was supposed to be attached to the tad is now like where I'm hooking the elastic. The Kangaroo goes from that ring back here, I think on my first molar. I'm not sure. It's attached there, and it goes all the way to the eye tooth / canine tooth on the bottom. So on this side, and then on this side, I have the Impala. The way it was described to me is that this here is just to make sure that the teeth don't move on that side, because I guess that it's in perfect place. So it goes from the eye tooth to the eye tooth to the premolar. The upsetting part, or like I guess small upsetting part, is that I've actually had to move up from wearing my elastics at night to wearing my elastics all the time, which kind of stinks because it does get in the way of my speaking sometimes. Like you can hear I don't know if you can hear like a little bit of a lisp. Maybe not too much, but it definitely makes me mumble a little bit more. So yeah, that's where I am at right now. No tad, but possibly a tad in the future, just not now. Elastics all day, all night, basically when you're not eating. My teeth are definitely still sore because they definitely did some work on my teeth, even though they didn't put a tad in. In the comments below, you can comment your dentist / braces story. It doesn't necessarily have to be about braces. Please give this video a thumbs up. I'm sorry if I rambled. You can subscribe down below and check out my other videos.